David McGee. This is the first day of our road trip and our risk evaluation project. We didn't evaluate risk well enough last night and we lost power in all of San Diego, so this is going to be a little bit haphazard. But a few things I wanted to talk about real quick. One is the risk of forgetting something. We made an exhaustive list of everything that we need. It's hopefully got everything on it, so we'll see what happens with that. And then as you can see, we've packed everything up in here. We've also taken a couple other precautions. We checked the pressure of the tire to make sure those are good. We got gas. As far as the house is concerned, we went through and locked everything up, turned everything off, emptied out the refrigerator, made sure nothing would spoil, and we got with one of our neighbors to make sure that they had our number and they could get in if they needed to do anything, help out with the house. And I guess we will go over some other stuff later. So another risk that we assessed was the possibility of things getting stolen out of our car while we were in our hotel room or when we were camping. So as in the hotel room that we're staying at on the first night up, we've brought all the valuable stuff like cameras and bags, laptops, clothes because they're super valuable, and kept them with us so that we don't have to worry about them getting stolen. So another couple of the risks that we assessed were the driving conditions on the Coast Highway, the Highway 1 or 101. We had to get online and look at some of the conditions to find out about rock slides, as you can see, which would come down from the right. There's also a bicycle race that's going on today, so in this video you may or may not see some of the bicyclists basically taking up one whole lane over off on the left, and traffic's having to kind of merge past them. There's also the danger of accidents with just traffic around you. We have a Hyundai behind us who is tailgating us, and traffic in front of us, so there's always issues with following too close or not maintaining a safe distance. But all in all, it's a fun ride. It just definitely has a lot of risks. Alright, so one of the other risky activities that we were planning on doing on this trip is surfing. So there's a few major risks that are involved with surfing. There's drowning, there's hypothermia, there's getting pulled out to sea, as in like rip currents, rip tides. There's shark attacks, and that's pretty much it. So for the hypothermia or the cold, the easiest thing that we have is we have a wetsuit right here, and then for the super cold water, you have booties that you use. These are going to keep you pretty warm in temperatures all the way down to like maybe 50 degrees in the ocean, which is colder than it would ever get out here. We also have our surfboards. Haven't pulled them out completely, but this is them right here. They're flotation devices, basically, so hopefully you're not going to drown, but one of the ways to mitigate the risk of drowning is just to learn how to swim and be really strong. Also, with going out, you also want to make sure that you have somebody with you to make sure that you don't get lost. So yeah, the friend is my wife that's videoing this. Turn around. There we go, that's her. So we're gonna watch out for each other, make sure something happens, and that's really the only thing you can do for shark attacks also. There's no real way to mitigate the risk of a shark attack, but if you have somebody with you, and that person can help you get in. A few of the places that we go to also have lifeguards, but they're pretty rare, few and far between, so you wouldn't ever really see them. They wouldn't really be much of a help. Yeah, that's pretty much the only things we can do for surfing. Alright, so a couple of the risks that we assessed were, one, the danger of campfire spreading. One was the danger of campfire spreading, getting out of control. So here I've been lining our little fire pit with rocks, and I'm scooping out the sand so that I can make it deeper, and it's going to go right here. That way we can make sure the fire is all self-contained. For the danger, the risk of some kind of an injury, we have a pretty all-inclusive first aid kit. It's got pretty much everything you can need for the basic necessities, at least long enough to get you to some kind of hospital. For the fire getting out of control, we also brought a fire extinguisher. Not a lot of people do this, but we had it anyway, so we just have it here in case something gets crazy. We have a flashlight so we can see in the dark. Also, in case somebody gets lost, easy to see somebody at night with this. Hopefully no one will be getting lost. We also had a little container with a whole bunch of medicines, antacids, sunscreen for sunburn, antihistamines for bug bites, things like that, all in one self-contained little container. We also got our shelter. This is going to help us with the risk of hyperthermia or exposure. This is what we're going to be sleeping in, so hopefully, nothing bad will happen there. And